Diaspora. We owe it to ourselves, we owe it to our ancestors to know what the diaspora is. It is the scattering or spreading of a people from their homeland and settling in another land. In the context of black Africans, it means the spreading of Africans due to the slave trade or movement of Africans to the lands of their colonizers. We were spun out of Africa, scattered throughout the world. Our scattering can be divided into two principal parts: the transatlantic slave trade by Europeans who brought millions of Africans to the Americas, and the migration of Africans from colonized African countries. We were a people taken from West and Central Africa. We were captured and shipped to the Americas to be enslaved by way of the transatlantic slave trade between the 16th and the 19th centuries. When we look at the transatlantic slave trade in numbers, we see that North America received more than 12 million, and South America more than 4 million, of which nearly 3,500,000 were sent to Brazil. We were nothing but cargo, to be used, abused, and disregarded as humans. When we begin to consider present-day populations of Africans in the diaspora, there are more than 108 million in Brazil, more than 46 million in the United States, in Haiti more than 12 million, and in Jamaica more than 2.5 million. Whereas in Europe, there are more than 5.5 million in France, more than 2 million in the United Kingdom, and as many as 1 million in Germany. So where are we today? In this map of the world, the countries that are indicated in black have populations of black Africans that are more than 90%. In the countries that are in dark brown, there are 75 to 90%. In the countries that are in lighter brown, 25 to 50%. And in the countries that are in the gold, they are 12 to 25%. In the countries that are in the yellow, there are significant minority black population. So what must we do to bring ourselves back together again? We have to come to know who we are, know the power of unity, and to act on what we know. So who are we? Firstly, we are humans, sons and daughters of the first man and woman created by the Almighty. We are Africans, the sons and daughters of kings and queens, farmers and artisans, scholars, hunters, warriors, mothers and fathers. We are children of the black diaspora, stolen from our motherland, robbed of our names, our culture and religion and traditions, and still we rise. We are black, beautiful, and gifted. As we have been commanded by the Almighty Wise, hold tight to the rope of Allah altogether, and be not divided. Division is not an option. If we are to ever see future success, it will be because we look back, reached back into our past, and from the lamp of knowledge, rekindle our passion for truth, faith, and freedom. We will never find freedom and success if we continue to dream without a plan of our own, a plan that can make dreams real. We cannot continue to use information given to us by our captors and expect not to remain captive. The ideals and standards by which we live must undergo careful revision. There must be a paradigm shift. What we now consider as wholesome, or at least harmless, might well be diseased or totally noxious. A new criterion must be sought. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to our ancestors. Our future is in our hands. So we must struggle all together. as a single family.
We owe it to ourselves. 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 We owe it to our ancestors. Our ancestors. Our ancestors. Our ancestors. Our ancestors.